Once my mighty cousins roamed and filled the land. Of all of God's creation, it is said that they were grand. You see, I am a remnant of the mighty dinosaur, and that may cause a question as to what God made us for. We started in that special time when God indeed began to make the heaven and the earth as part of His great plan. For He made all the oceans, and of course He made dry land, and then He made the animals to live by His command. Some He made to swim and swim in oceans and in seas, while there were others made to fly where and when they please. Still others too were made to walk, and some He made to crawl. But everyone was told by God that man was over all. God made a special garden with plants and grass to eat, and told them these were good for food, and so they ate no meat. The place which God made for them was very, very good. The leaves were very tasty, but the trees were made of wood. It didn't rain upon the earth, a mist watered the ground. The grass and trees grew tall and green, and sunshine did abound. For life on earth was pleasant. There was no need to cry. Until man disobeyed the Lord, we all still wonder why. Yet life went on as usual, but thorns and thistles grew, and man became quite evil, which bothered my cousins too. But God still gave them food to eat, and so they grew up tall, because they lived a long, long time. They were biggest of them all. We reptiles keep on growing all throughout our lives. Back then they lived for hundreds of years, and so were of great size. With all the ferns and foliage and leaves from many trees, they ate and ate and ate and ate, and even ate their peas. My cousins grew to mighty heights, which made it hard to hide. They grew till they were very big, and some were very wide. They roamed about through all the earth and cooled themselves in pools. But men kept growing wicked and acted much like fools. And so God gave the warning about the mighty flood. Soon the Lord would fill this earth with water and with mud. For man, with all his evil thoughts, continued to disobey, except for Noah's family, who still took time to pray. All the animals were very sad. They thought that they were through. But then God spoke to Noah and told him what to do. Now Noah was to build a boat to save his family. And it was to be big enough for animals, you see. Yes, Noah was to take a pair of each and every kind. But when he came to dinosaurs, he nearly changed his mind. He couldn't think of what to do because of their great size, and then he chose the younger ones. Now, don't you think that's wise? All the animals Noah picked to board the mighty ark spent a year floating around to find a place to park. They landed on a mountaintop, the one called Ararat, and all ran down the mountainside. Believe me, no one sat. The people all were gone now who disobeyed the Lord. My cousins were very happy that they had been on board. The world looked so different, with clouds up in the sky. Some land had no trees at all, which made it hot and dry. Since the flood, the world has changed, and so's the dinosaur. Reptiles now don't live as long. The large ones are no more. The world which God had made for all, his power to display, was changed because of sinful man.